AIPLUX. I am IP professional, so I know that for the startup, finding patent always costs a lot of money. And we also spend a lot of time to study complex field and cross-language barrier. Well, that is good for me, but maybe not good for the startup. That is why we create AIPLUX, a global bilingual IP protection platform with AI assisting function to serve both founder and lawyer. Through our system, startup can reduce legal fee by 80% and lawyer can lower the working hour by 40%. We have already partnered with over 10 incubators and reach out more than 100 startups. We charge both of startup and lawyer per case, and we expect to reach $2 million USD revenue by end of 2021 alone. We are IP professionals with more than 20 years of experience, so we know what is our client needed. If you are interested, feel free to talk us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Thibaut. I'm French. I'm the Deputy CEO of Uniigym. I've been in Asia for about 10 years working in international business operation development, and I joined Uniigym last year. Uniigym was founded in 2018 by Jialin and Filia Wang, who are actually married. We have now 25 people with skills in AI development, telecom, and IT. Our tech leaders are TJ, Chris, based in China, and Rock and Greg are our operations manager. We have offices in mainland China and Taiwan, and we will open one in Europe in 2021. So what we do is we use several AI engines to, one, produce fitness content 10 times faster than manual edition, and two, to make any fitness video content interactive for better user experience. We use B2B2C model in partnership with operators, VOD carriers, or smart equipment manufacturers. We have been selected by Orange Fab Asia. We won the Decathlon Taiwan Demo Day last year. We won 2 awards at the Hype Sport Innovation Demo Day. We won the Taiwan Sport Administration Award this year, and we are applying now for Le Tremplin Accelerator in Paris. Uniigym started as an NGO. We believe that AI technology and connected fitness should be as democratic as possible, not only for people already fit or able to buy $1,000 equipment to do fitness at home. One of the challenges of the fitness industry, especially gyms, is to bring people to gyms and how to connect with them outside the gyms. Obviously, the COVID-19 didn't help. We are an AI startup. We developed for 2 years several AI engines that give us an advantage in terms of content creation speed. We produce fitness video content 10 times faster than a professional video editor. And our motion detection AIs are using 20 key skeleton points with less than 20 milliseconds latency. So we created a lot of content already with no restriction on what type of fitness activity. Yoga, Pilates, boxing, for example. Compared to the competition, we are cheaper, we are more agile, and we provide interactive experience. For example, the minimum fees for Peloton is about $39 per month. Our subscription is 6 times cheaper, and no need to buy a $1,500 equipment. We have worked a lot to generate tractions in the last month. We have signed MOUs and agreements with several companies, the first one in Taiwan being with Cable TV carrier. They have here 2 million members, and since we started last week, we registered about 200 new users per day. So what we want to do is to provide technology so that anyone can access some physical activities. Our impact is to make digital sport not only for elite, but for everyone.
Hi, my name's Susan Blanchette. I'm the CEO of Origen Air. We create smart living air purifiers that filter microscopic pollutants and pathogens from indoor air. We now have a team of 8, plus 2 additional engineers through a partnership with MyTax and the university. Our C-suite consists of Andrew Crawford, our plant specialist and technical visionary, Ryan Leider, our microbiologist and software engineer, Jim Crawford, our CFO, and myself, former legal counsel of 14 years. Additionally, we have a VP of Marketing and Digital Media, VP of Sustainable Business Development, and VP of Operations. We have a technical board of advisors who assist us from the science and engineering side, and a business development board that helps with our strategy moving forward. We've been accepted to several incubators, including IndieBio in New York, and have raised over $400,000 in pre-seed investment capital and non-dilutive funding. We are also the proud winners of the 2020 PHASE program and are excited to be presenting at High Level Forum. My passion for removing toxins from indoor air started 20 years ago when my father was diagnosed with early onset dementia. This is known to be caused by poor indoor air quality. Today, humans spend 90% of our time indoors. Poor air quality affects 80% of buildings, and this inadequate air has been proven to increase the risk of heart attack, pulmonary disease, organ damage, as well as mental health issues such as Alzheimer's and depression. At Origen, we use genetically modified pothos ivy, developed over 15 years by engineers at the University of Washington. These plants have been edited to include a mammalian liver enzyme, specifically designed to remove volatile organic carcinogens. The Sentinel, our freestanding model of our smart living air purifier, has as its main component this biofilter. During COVID, we pivoted to onboard UVC light disinfection. This light has been proven to Canadian standards to disinfect 99.9% of pathogens, including coronaviruses. This occurs with its first pass through our unit. We've also onboarded probiotics to reconstitute life into the heavily disinfected air. At Origen, we want to raise awareness of a problem with air quality and help to solve it. We are targeting the workplace wellness industry. Our vision is to eventually build a product called the Canopy, which will be a rooftop HVAC integrated air purifier that will not only clean the air, but will also reduce a building's GHG emissions by up to 40%, thus contributing to our Paris Accord climate change reduction goals.
Hi, I'm Ravina, the co-founder and CEO of FLIK. My co-founder and I met in Next 36, one of the top programs for young entrepreneurs in Canada. Yet when we walked into the room, we were about only 5 girls and about 40 guys, and we didn't want to accept this as the norm. Together, we set out to find and connect with female founders who could help us through similar barriers, and realized on their paths too, they had troubles finding mentors, resources, and peers to connect with. We soon realized female founders lacked resources to scale their businesses affordably, and apprentices, most often university students, were in need of career-relevant experiences, an opportunity to gain skills and mentorship. FLIK is approaching this global opportunity with a tangible solution, our female founder and apprenticeship portal. Founders get helping hands with connecting with diverse, verified talent to accelerate their businesses, and apprentices volunteer part-time in a meaningful project in exchange for career-relevant experience, skills training, and mentorship under an established female founder. We are the perfect team who lives and breathes the mission of accelerating women-led ventures globally. With my experience working in policy alongside the UN and ICC, advocating for women and minority populations, and my co-founder, Michelle, her experience in community building and working marketing with brands such as Headspace and Bubble, and our amazing CTO, who has launched over 12 products for startups and has worked closely with speaking on panels such as LOI, Alumni Advisory Council members. Globally, less than 1 in 5 businesses are led by women, and young women are not equipped with the practical skill set and experiences to start them, and the female founders of today are not sufficiently supported to accelerate their companies. FLIK is a platform and community hub connecting female founders and leaders with students across the world via meaningful apprenticeships. Founders get helping hands on their businesses from verified, ambitious talent, network with other powerful female leaders through our Founders Hub, and get access to exclusive resources to accelerate their business. Apprentices volunteer in exchange for invaluable experience, skills training, mentorship, and network with fellow apprentices through our Apprentices Hub. Founders include leaders in tech, AI, marketing, such as Kim Kaup, the co-founder of Superfan Company and Forbes 30 Under 30 alumni, or Jupiter, a YC-backed company, and leaders from Google and YouTube. Past apprentices have taken on initiatives in software development, UX UI design, marketing, and other areas from universities such as UBC, Harvard, Cornell, Stanford, Oxford, UC Berkeley, and UBC. Our product is super easy to navigate. Simply sign up, request an apprenticeship, and secure it with exclusive contracts and documents provided by FLIK and our legal team. Through a subscription model, female founders pay $60 a month to access the platform. After an apprenticeship is completed, a founder can choose to hire an apprentice with a recruiting fee paid to FLIK. We also have revenue coming through from sponsorships and partnerships.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Raphael Meyer, the CEO and co-founder of Lancey Energy Storage. Personally speaking, I have a background in physics with a PhD done at the French Atomic Energy Center, CEA. Here, our wonderful team of 30 men and women, with half of the team composed of engineers or PhD, with different business units to conceive this product, but also to sell it and make the marketing and of course administrations behind. Our company is a young SME based in Grenoble, and we are developing hardware solutions to deploy photovoltaics and electricity with storage and self-consumption for all and everywhere. We won, since the beginning of this adventure, about 20 different prizes, but including very prestigious ones, like the Best of Innovation in CES in 2018, our Prix du Jury of EDF Pulse, and more recently, different prizes focused around the building retrofit and the energy transition. Lancey Energy Storage is a young industrial SME of 30 people developing solutions for self-consumption of electricity at home, and the different offers that we propose are built around this product, which is an exclusive product, different kinds of patents behind, which is an electric radiator with a battery storage, which is just over here. The idea is, with a pretty simple solution to install, it's plug and play, to deploy energy storage where it matters. And our goal with those energy storage that are deployed a bit everywhere within the house is to make a self-consumption of renewable electricity, like from photovoltaics panel, a bit everywhere, and with a very efficient approach. Thus, what we can do is pretty simply, once this system is installed, to manage any kind of renewable production with the battery storage and re-inject the power when it's required for the heating systems, for instance, but also we can re-inject the power within the domestic grid through a microinverter that is present here. And last but not least, we can use second life bike batteries like those of Véligo Location, 10,000 e-bikes deployed in Paris, and we've adapted our system to accept this old battery for a second life. And like this, of course, we can reduce the impact associated with the lithium-ion batteries that we use. And more globally, we want to have an impact by proposing to the massive retrofit of European buildings that have to occur by 2050 to reach carbon neutrality, a very simple, a very cost-effective, and with a low CO2 impact to make an energy transition that is beneficial to all as quickly as possible. Thank you.
Etienne is expert in brain imagery. The editor Springer asked him to be one of the 3 co-authors of a book on this subject. Agustin is expert in quantum sensors. He can improve the performances of anything that can be plugged. I have headed during 10 years a lab in a high technology environment, and I have a PhD on the technology embedded in MicroHealth. MicroHealth technology won the prize of the best early-stage innovation in 2017 at the H2020 Radar Prize, a competition among projects funded by the European Commission. MicroHealth is one of the projects awarded at the French Innovation Concours IRAB in 2020, with a grant of 250 €. 1 out of 6 persons is affected by the neuronal disorders. Migraine, Alzheimer, Parkinson, tumor. All these neuronal disorders are various, but share the same problem, to which only a few epileptic patients resist. Despite all the treatments, no one will cure. This inefficiency is known for years in medicine. The Lancet published in 2019, new knowledge is required to develop effective prevention and treatment strategy. The Therefore, we need new tools to develop this knowledge. The only tool to analyze and localize the neuronal activity in real time, and therefore the golden standard, is the magnetoencephalograph. But at a cost of 4 million euros, only 150 devices are used in the world, whereas some thousands are required to improve brain knowledge and apply relevant care. MicroHealth is developing a new generation of magnetoencephalograph, repelling the limitation to the use of current products. Affordable and easier to use, it will contribute to the democratization of magnetoencephalography and the amplification of its use from babies to adults, so as to improve the brain knowledge and care to neuronal disorders. MicroHealth MEG is based on a high-end technology developed at CEA, which filed 25 patents and is currently used in space applications by the European Space Agency. We have developed a prototype of magnetoencephalograph and work with 7 neurological research devices in Europe, with 5 clinical trials. 1.3 million euro of grant is dedicated to the prototype. Our first product will address neurological research in 2024. We plan a clinical version of the magnetoencephalograph in 2026.
Hi, my name is Jules Hammond and I'm the CEO at BeFC. My background is a PhD in electronic engineering and I also co-founded 2 startups in the United Kingdom. At BeFC, we make electricity with papers and enzymes. We've developed a paper-based biofuel cell that is a sustainable and eco-friendly alternative to miniature batteries in low-power applications. BeFC is a team of interdisciplinary scientists and engineers looking to take this technology to the public market. BeFC has been recognized by several prizes. The first is Nature Merck One to Watch. We've been recognized as one of the best academic startups in the last 3 years. We've also won MIT's GSW Award in collaboration with GEM. On top of that, La Tribune's 10,000 Startups to Change the World. BeFC is a spin-off from Serenus, and we were incubated by Satlinks and Bruno Labs. The team has decades of experience developing biofuel cells, and this led us to develop the world's first paper-based biofuel cell. The technology uses enzymes to convert glucose and oxygen into electricity, and because the device is paper-based, it's ultra-thin, flexible, and lightweight, which is perfect for the trend towards wearable medical devices as well as connected packaging. We use biosourced materials. The product is actually metal and plastic-free, which means it's sustainable and eco-friendly. The materials are very easy to dispose of or recycle, reducing cost to our customers. BeFC was only created in May 2020, and in June 2020 we secured 3 million euros of VC seed funding. On top of this, we were successful in winning iLab and iNOV competitions. We're now using the money to grow the team, bring in more expertise, and we're looking to industrialize the production of our technology towards a roll-to-roll production.
I'm Matt Smalling. Together with my co-founder, Dr. Gilberto De Salvo, we created Dell Fire. We're an early-stage startup dedicated to revolutionizing the way that we monitor wildfires so that they can be contained more quickly, safely, and effectively. Daniel Rain, who's a software engineer at Microsoft, is our technical consultant. He's helping us with our ongoing prototyping. Tim Tiemann, the director of the Innovation Incubator and iCore programs at Cal State Northridge, has been acting as our business mentor. Our work on Dell Fire began near the start of 2019, and in March, we competed in the 2020 CHUN Bull Ring competition, where, as finalists, we received a $500 award. Right now, having self-funded a functional prototype, we're seeking an early investment round, expanding our market research by participating in iCore at CSUN, and continuing to apply for other competitions, grants, and patents. We have tons of monitoring technology, from drones, satellites, and artificial intelligence to track patterns. And yet, wildfire containment efforts still suffer from incomplete information. That's because conditions can change in the blink of an eye, and much of the most useful data can only be collected from on the ground. That's why our product is a tool that firefighters can deploy in remote locations to give them the critical information they need to safely and effectively stop wildfires. We optimized our prototype to provide them everything they asked us for, continuously and in real time, including weather in the immediate vicinity to help predict where the fire will move next, and automated video/heat monitoring so that they can always know where the fire is and identify spreading events as soon as they happen. The current communication lag for this key data, which is checked on foot, is in the order of 30 minutes, during which time a fire can travel up to 7 miles or 11 kilometers. By using our surveillance system, firefighters can be immediately alerted to spot fires and changes in fire direction, allowing them to either put out the fires while they're still small or evacuate to safer positions. These same devices could also be permanently mounted to power lines in remote areas so that fires caused by these can be caught early instead of having to wait for a maintenance crew or 911 call to report the fire. These two markets combined represent an annual $215 million opportunity in the US alone.
Hi, my name is Harel, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Serenus AI. On our team are top physicians from various medical fields and machine learning specialists working side by side on the development of our solution. The company is currently active in Israel, UK, and the US, has gained prestigious awards. For example, we won first place in MTL competition in Canada, and also we won finalists in Ernst & Young Digital Health competition, as well as first place in claims technology in Hartford InsurTech Hub. We also gained 4 grants from government entities, including lately a bilateral grant with the US-Israel government, together with our US partner Health Trio. Research shows that a high percentage of medical procedures are unnecessary, risking patients' lives and wasting huge amount of resources that can be redirected to where it's needed. Health systems today are overloaded, and medical professionals have limited resources to make complex decisions. The guidelines are generic and do not assist with the complexity of the decisions. These pain points are expected to grow in the next few years as the population continues to grow. Developed by top clinical experts and machine learning specialists, Serenus AI presents a unique solution with 2 patents pending, providing an innovative AI-based platform to improve medical treatment decisions, saving lives and valuable resources. How it works. At the first stage, the user, a physician, a nurse, a medical student, or the patient choose the considered treatment. Then the system asks for the critical factors in order to make the best decision. These factors can be pulled from the medical record or input by an interactive chatbot that guides the user through the minimal path. Then the system analyzes the patient's anonymous profile with its AI engine, which is based on the latest research, experts' knowledge, and our machine learning algorithms, and outputs a detailed report, whether there is indication for the treatment, the factors for making the decision, and the alternative conservative measures that can be implemented before a risky procedure. For example, try physiotherapy before a risky orthopedic surgery. The system is continuously learning, implementing prospective learning, and revealing new insights even beyond the guidelines known today. The company provides value proposition for all stakeholders by improving patient outcomes, minimizing unnecessary risks, saving valuable resources, and providing powerful AI-driven analytics. The company won prestigious awards and grants, including a bilateral US-Israel grant together with its US partner. We're currently active in Israel, US, and UK with leading stakeholders in healthcare field, and we look forward to new collaborations, and we thank you very much for your time.
Hi, I'm Kim, this is Chris, this is James. We met each other in 2016.
James, Kim, and Chris met at a stats class at Rice University. A shared interest in socioeconomic problems and technology led to their first discussions, but a shared passion for challenging the status quo made them a team. In 2017, they formally established Topl and haven't looked back since. 3 years later, the Topl team has grown from 3 to 14. We are a dynamic, multicultural, and interdisciplinary team with a range of experiences and perspectives. Our diversity fosters creative problem solving and ensures the best application of Topl solution across borders, boundaries, and markets. Since our foundation, Topl's grown through many milestones, opportunities, and successes. Some highlights are the 2017 Brightlands Techruption, second place at the 2018 South by Southwest Pitch Competition, the 2018 Capital Factory Accelerator Cohort, the Impact 2030 Summit at the UN headquarters in 2018, first place at the 2018 Open Houston Pitch Competition, 2019 participant of the Mass Challenge Accelerator Cohort, and the 2019 honoree of Houston Business Journal's Fast 100 Innovation Award. How can you be sure that no one was harmed for the diamond in your ring? Or that no child labored for the coffee in your cup? What if you could verify these claims for yourself? With Topl, anyone can. Our infrastructure enables a remarkable degree of supply chain visibility, greater control, and accountability. From source to sale, our blockchain technology can track every instance along your supply chain, allowing you to prove your claims while providing consumers information about where and how their products are made. Topl's impact-specific technology can also enable producers, like coffee farmers, to use their production histories as alternative sources of credit, unlocking forms of financial inclusion that previously were impossible. The future of your supply chain is digital, sustainable, and transparent. Join us in building a world of new possibilities. You change the world. We prove it.
How has your local ecosystem contributed to your success?
We've had a lot of help from our local ecosystem. Foremost is CHUN. Tim Keeman, our mentor, directs their Innovation Incubator and I-Core programs, both of which we are participating in. The Bull Ring competition helped us take off, and their Ask a Matador service connects us with relevant alums. They publicized Dell Fire with news articles and even wrote a letter of support for a grant that we submitted to the USDA. Lava's First Look showcase gave us significant publicity and put us in touch with investors and other useful services. Pismo Ventures held an extensive series of coaching and networking sessions, while Larta helped us practice for pitches and introduced us to relevant grants. And even SoCal Bio has introduced me to numerous key players in the SoCal startup ecosystem.
BeFC has been fortunate enough to be supported by a fantastically rich ecosystem. As well as being incubated by Sapiens in Grenoble Alps, we are supported by Minologic, Invest in Grenoble Alps, and we've also attended exhibitions such as Venture and Forum Center.
We have different kind of players with us developing that kind of approach to decentralize the production of renewable electricity. I'd like to thank STMicroelectronics. They've hosted us for free during the very critical development of the electronics. NG, EDF, we've developed our first proof of concept. Groupe La Poste, we are creating a whole value chain for the second life of batteries. And we received the help of GEM at different steps to establish our business model.
MicroHealth started 10 years ago thanks to a meeting with engineers and doctors. Our ecosystem is rich and prone to such meetings. Startups are common in our ecosystem, therefore we know there is room to create some. There is a whole process for accompanying people having a project, from the idea to the creation of the startup. The high density of startups contributes to the diffusion of information, knowledge, experience. We had discussions with many of the startups of our ecosystem to prepare the creation of the company, and we will have some more in the months to come.
Within our local ecosystem, Foresight BC, Alacrity Canada, W Venture, Women in Tech World, and local universities have accelerated our technical, commercial, and strategic success. With access to entrepreneurs in residence and financial advice, I'm very grateful for the support from empowered startups and the entire European ecosystem that has brought us here today.
It contributed significantly to Serenus by allowing us to reach partners, potential partners and investors much more faster than if we would have done it by our own, and also allowed us to explore new channels that we have not been thinking about should our ecosystem would not suggest this for us. So I would say that there is a meaningful contribution to the growth of the company utilizing our contacts within the healthcare ecosystem.
Our model is made to adapt to local ecosystems. We produce content for each market, and the preferences of the users will be different. In Taiwan, we started with local coaches, local styles of content, local sports, local investors, and local partners.
One of our core values is to spread the knowledge of the IP protection. Taiwan Tech Arena and many other incubators has given us the chance to do so. For example, we joined the FLIK competition of the Taiwan Tech Arena in 2019 and built a connection with 2 science parks and with their startup. And this year we are invited to do this competition again. But as a mentor at this time, through this opportunity, we also get better understanding of how we should help startups.
Topl is proud to be part of Houston's growing startup ecosystem. While it's an unconventional place for a tech venture, our roots at Rice have helped branch us into more opportunities. To start, we first grew our team out of Rice and even used Lily Lab as a first summer office space. In September of 2020, we hopped to another opportunity at Co-working Space headquarters. Our funding is also Houston-centric. Most of our early angels are Houstonians, and the lead investor for our venture seed round, Mercury Fund, is local too. It may not be a tech hub yet, but Houston is first and foremost a city of diversity in population and connection.
FLIK is the first female-focused apprenticeship portal focused on female talent, and we are already building an engaged and diverse community. With our growing brand recognition, we have secured numerous partnerships with prominent founder and student organizations, including 500 Startups, Techstars, Canadian Women's Chamber of Commerce, and more. Just by promoting organically across our social channels in the first 6 months, we've had over 5,000 women from over 47 different countries sign up for our beta. We plan to continue expanding to untapped high-potential markets such as India, Asia-Pacific regions, and rural and remote communities.
What are your expectations from your ecosystem today?
CHUN's Innovation Incubator will provide us the workspace, student help, mentors, competition eligibility, and access to other useful services like AWS and more. The iCore program is helping to guide us and build up our credibility through additional market research. Lava is having a Meet the VC event next week that we're attending, and we're in talks with people we met at the First Look Showcase to help us begin raising funds. We were also introduced to a local fund for companies run by Caltech alums, which both my co-founder and I are.
So BeFC are now looking to use the ecosystem to find new opportunities. One good example of this is that we will move into AIPLUX. At AIPLUX, we will partner with 2 other startups to develop a glucose sensing patch.
Clearly, for the coming steps, we're going to have to rely onto this ecosystem to deploy worldwide our solution and go to the break-even.
We are becoming a company. Our core strengths are changing. We now focus on market analysis and fundraising. We are at the moment discovering new actors of our ecosystem related to these fields.
We are currently looking to partner with experts in manufacturing, packaging, and distribution to advise us about how to optimize our supply chain. We are also working on finding a team of scientists to test the efficacy of our prototype and do third-party verification. We can't wait to meet suppliers and distributors next year in Grenoble, France.
First of all, that we would like to expand to additional territories. So we would like to utilize our ecosystem, the healthcare ecosystem, in additional territories and channels. And we will also like to give back. So for new entrepreneurs that are coming into the healthcare field, we will be very happy to assist within our network and ecosystem.
The home fitness sector is booming and many solutions are available right now. But we don't see a lot of low entry barrier solutions with quality content. Also, the healthcare and wellness and sport are now very much linked together, and we are getting ready for this as well.
At this stage, gathering feedback from the user is the most important task for AIPLUX. View over that, we would like to collaborate more with the incubator and the accelerator. We can either provide our IP management platform or share our knowledge and experience in this society. I believe we will create a win-win situation for all those organizations, their startup, and so on.
By being in Houston, Topl gets access to corporate introductions and can connect nationally and internationally, just like this video.
With your support, FLIK can become a powerful community of culture shifters and inspire phenomenal women along the way. We have a vision of becoming the comprehensive resource for female founders globally, accelerating their economic opportunity, and would love to have your support along the way.
And how do you see your product's short to long-term future in the post-COVID context?
At this stage, we're field testing our prototype, and within a year or so, we think we can begin making sales to local fire departments. We've been self-funding, but plan to start raising outside funds in the very near future so that we can ruggedize our device and get the certifications needed to begin sales. We'll start locally, then target influential departments to build up credibility, and finally expand into other markets, including power line monitoring and home fire security. We don't expect COVID to have much effect on us, other than postponing our product's trade show debut.
Post-COVID, we've seen a huge trend towards point-of-care and disposable testing. And BeFC believe we offer a sustainable and eco-friendly power solution for these types of products. But on a long-term trend, we've seen the rise of online shopping. More and more people are buying online and having parcels delivered to their home. But BeFC are working already with packaging companies to develop sustainable and eco-friendly electronic tracking platforms for these types of services.
During the COVID crisis, we've learned that some subjects matters more than others. And the good thing is that clearly the energy transition is no doubtful anymore for anyone. It has to be done right now. And the massive retrofit operations that are coming will be a very good opportunity for us.
The context of COVID reminds us the importance of health and local production. Both central features of MicroHealth, which should continue to have an important place.
The UVC light in our Sentinel sterilizes pathogens, including the coronavirus. The pandemic has raised concerns about ventilation and indoor air quality and made the invisible visible. We believe that now, more than ever, people are thinking about the quality of their air. In the long term, we will continue to remove pathogens and pollutants from the air while also lowering GHG emissions with our HVAC integrated canopy.
Our technology has various new applications due to new challenges that arose post-COVID. For example, there are a backlog of elective procedures and long waiting lists. In some countries, there is 2 years waiting list for some of the procedures. So our technology is now going to be implemented in order to prioritize these waiting lists so that a patient that needs the procedure fast will receive it as fast as possible, and a patient that can be referred to conservative measures will be referred to conservative measures. So the post-COVID world definitely opened for us new applications for our technology, as well as new incentives to implement technologies within the healthcare world, as there is understanding that health systems today are overloaded and stakeholders are looking for technologies in order to improve efficiencies and patient outcomes.
After the crisis of COVID, we believe that the trend of home fitness will not disappear. Sport sector is growing everywhere. Many big companies are starting fitness solutions, and we want to keep moving and use our 2 years mature technology as a base and develop other additional solutions for 5G, VR, and AR.
Expect to see more startup and layer innovation in the near future. AIPLUX would first want to help all the startup directly to build their global IP protection. Meanwhile, we could help them to do the best, because after COVID-19, many of the lawyers have to stay home. They play a very key player part in the legal field. We think we can build more stronger connection between we and local attorney.
With more shortened turnaround time, we believe we can make the IP protection approachable for all design and creators.
Across the globe, COVID-19 has changed everything. For Topl, COVID revealed and highlighted issues like supply chain traceability, security, and digitization. While COVID will fade with time, Topl is committed to being a long-term agent for change, helping to push the need for visibility and accountability within companies and their supply chains.
In the short term, we have been matching medtech businesses mitigating coronavirus with female STEM students, bridging the need for intellectual capital and work experience during this period. We've also been able to leverage technology to inspire social entrepreneurship, leading FLIK to create change in 3 specific areas: creating skills development for lifelong opportunities for young women to prepare them for the future workforce, 2, to accelerate entrepreneurial skills and develop a new generation of job creators, and 3, to improve access to education and skills opportunities for women who may be left behind by a rapidly changing global economy. Post-COVID-19, education has taken a turn, along with the way in which businesses engage with contractors, employees, or interns. The ubiquity of an online platform such as FLIK has allowed women to take on virtual apprenticeships and continue to learn. FLIK's future integrations of AI and ML to create more customized and personal opportunities for diverse women who hail from over 47 different countries will become more enhanced, allowing women to take on more remote work and opportunity. Moreover, by integrating AR and VR into our new and adapting work environments in the future, FLIK will have the capacity to foster and bridge new ways of building community.
And now, give us a word to express your feelings today.
That would be confident, because we just finished our latest prototype and will be field testing it next week.
Change. We believe there's a huge change coming towards environmental sustainability. And we hope together we can power the future of nature.
The word I'd like to express is proudness, as I'm proud of our team to have passed this very strange period and proud of this ecosystem that we're gonna have, that we're gonna profit from to go to the maturity of the company and make this energy transition beneficial to all.
Today, our world is constrained by a double problem being both sanitary and ecological. As an entrepreneur, I am happy to have an impact on the world we will give to our children.
Today I am feeling limitless, or in French, illimité. We are so excited to test and deliver our Sentinel and make global connections. We believe there is an urgent international need for our product, and we are eager to share it with the world. Thank you to Empowered Startups, Tarmac Incubator, Invest in Grenoble Alps, and French Tech in the Alps for having me here today.
On the one hand, we're feeling very excited to explore these new opportunities in the post-COVID world. On the other hand, we have the challenges to work virtually and to reach people without meeting face-to-face. But we are optimistic and looking forward to continue and expand our company to new territories and to new channels for its growth. Thank you.
And I'm personally super excited to start Unijym store in Europe. We are thrilled to be visible now to other type of actors, potential users and potential partners and investors. We feel very, very optimistic.
Choose a word to describe today AIPLUX, it will be dynamic. AIPLUX now is growing fast and trying out to all the possibility, pivoting, and meanwhile we constantly make choice and what to keep to do and what to let it go. It means we're growing fast and we have to make the right decision to give up something for AIPLUX on the process in the dynamic situation for a long time, but everything we are under control. We think we can find our path.
How does Topl feel in a word? Enthused.
I am feeling excited and energized to mobilize the people around me for global change.